Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to IMG Academy Stadium. My name is Ryan Sudol as the IMG Academy State Ascenders welcome from across the street, literally the closest opponent we have ever played here in Bradenton. It is the Bayshore Bruins coming in with a 3-1 record and looking to move to 4-1. The IMG State Ascenders sitting at 2-2. They will look to move above 500 again after a big win last week. IMG wearing their blue jerseys, black pants, white numerals, white helmets. Bayshore wearing their all-white jerseys with navy numerals and some yellow trim. Bayshore comes in a very impressive Week 1 win against Sarasota High School, 36-30 in overtime, and then Parish Community taking them out 40-0. That was their lone loss on the schedule, and then another 6-point win against Pinellas Park, and then beating Braden River by a score of 42-7. For the IMG Academy Ascenders, they come in with a 2-2 record. Again, their first game was rain-shortened, losing 35-13 against Ahopakaliga out of Kissimmee, and then they would head down to the Florida Keys and get a 32-0 shutout over Marathon. And then Mount Bethel Christian, a last-second heartbreaker, would take down the Ascenders 28-21, but then last week against Ida Baker out of Cape Coral, a 54-34 win, the largest output of offense all season long for the Ascenders. And it looks like the Ascenders will attack from south to north here in Bradenton, right to left on your screen for the first quarter. And this will be Ezell Hughes with the kicking and punting duties. And the state team going to have to be wary. They have been kind of caught on their heels with some teams attempting some special teams trickery, often to begin the game, whether it be a pooch kick or some sort of modified onside kick. And back to return for the Ascenders, Caden Montgomery. And then the deep man is Devin Andrews, who has a couple of long scores here at home, including a 68-yard touchdown catch a few weeks ago. Now just kind of waiting the opening kickoff as we tick over into 7 o'clock here local time. Thank you for spending your Thursday night with us. Just waiting for the go-ahead from the officials, and we will be underway. And this one will be sent toward the sideline. It will be fielded by Andrews, who will step out of bounds inside the 10. I think he was hoping it was going to track out for an illegal procedure penalty. Instead, he'll pick it up about the 8-yard line to give the Ascenders a long field ahead, 92 yards for them to try to get their first scores of the game. No doubt they will be led onto the field by quarterback Baker Giles. Again, last week against Ida Baker, a phenomenal game. Be 1st and 10. It will be Marshall McCollum. As the lone tailback. Three receivers bunched tight to the right. The man in motion is Andrews. Now the snap. Giles. Play action. He's going to keep it himself and takes a slide. Gets up to about the 14-yard line before taking a little bit of a hit. Nothing the defender really could have done there, and no ill intent as Giles gave himself up. And the sophomore quarterback has shown out well for this IMG Academy State football team. And a big Manatee County matchup this week, obviously with Bayshore coming in tonight. Junior National heading to Manatee to take on the Hurricanes next week. Marshall McCollum shimmies his way through the line of scrimmage and up for the first down. Will move the chains. Again, the Ascenders have had some great contests with the Manatee Hurricanes right up the road over the last few years, but kind of been their white whale. They have been unable to beat the Hurricanes, and who started off the season kind of shaky, welcoming the number 2 team in the nation at the time, St. John Bosco from Bellflower, California, and losing 31-0 with the game being canceled at half. Play action. Giles rolls to his right, fires toward the sideline, and was looking for McCollum or anybody else, and some extra whistles coming. Do not see any flags on the turf. And I believe it was an ineligible man downfield as the call. So it'll stay first down, and again, we've seen in previous weeks giving the Ascenders an extra down on offense, not usually a key for success if you want to give this, again, potentially high-flying offense an opportunity at a big splash play. Giles takes the snap, quick fire and release, and incomplete, just in and out of the hands for the tight end, Jake Loomis, to bring up a 2nd and 15. Again, tomorrow night, also right here on the IMG Academy YouTube channel, the national program ranked in the top 5 of the nation will be taking on Mandarin out in Jacksonville. I believe that kickoff around 6:30. Now Giles scrambles up the turf, somehow keeps his feet, and he's got a lot of room. He's up past the 25 before getting undercut at about the 27. And will make 3rd down a little bit more manageable for the Ascender offense after the very evasive moves by Baker Giles. Now the snap. Giles drops, fires. This time Loomis able to reel it in, gets enough for the first down up to the 35-yard line. The chains will move, as will the clock once the ball gets reset. So 1st and 10, IMG just working their way upfield. Again, they did have the one ineligible man penalty that brought them back 5 yards, but they continue to work in plus direction heading toward Bruin territory. Julius Gall in motion. The handoff to McCollum up the middle. Shakes one tackle. He's going to fight for the 38-yard line. And there will be a timeout by IMG with 9:01 There we see the head coach of the Bayshore Bruins, former NFL wide receiver, Jacksonville Jaguar 4th-round pick. Played his college football at South Carolina, Ace Sanders. He's also second-team All-SEC in 2012 and SEC Special Teams Player of the Year in that same year. And actually attended Manatee High School, which is who the junior national team will be playing tomorrow night. So keeping his roots here in Manatee County, a lot of phenomenal football players coming from this area. Also former collegiate head coach in Willie Taggart. Also very big in giving back to the community here on the Suncoast. Montgomery in motion. Giles rolls right. Fires, has Loomis, and a second drop for Loomis. In and out of his hands at the 40-yard line. Here you saw maybe Loomis just looking upfield a little prematurely. Brings up 3rd and 8 from the Ascender 38-yard line, under 9 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Now Giles steps up, has some space, rolls to his left, cuts back, and this one is picked out of the air by Julius Gall, who will get it into Bruin territory. Giles looked like the play was broken in the backfield and has the bailout throw to Julius Gall, who is able to move the chains and get into Bayshore territory. Two receivers to each side for the quarterback, Giles. Man in motion is Kawahara. He scored the first touchdown for the state team last week. McCollum. And there is, I believe, going to be a horse collar penalty. You could hear it shouted from the sideline, and the Bayshore defender had his hands in the horse collar of the receiver McCollum before finally shoving him out of bounds. And it is a personal foul. I believe it's going to be possibly for a late hit. We'll see. Yep, McCollum steps out about 2 yards and then is shoved down to the ground. So a great drive, taking some good time off of the clock. And the Ascenders getting closer, about 20 yards out, right in the red zone. And their chance to start the scoring against Bayshore. McCollum in motion, empty backfield now for Giles. Turns around, and this one is tipped up in the air. Dustin Charles, the defensive end / offensive linebacker, or outside linebacker, excuse me, able to get his hands up and knock that one before it can find the hands of Gall. Again, a lot of two-way players on this Bayshore roster. We can't stress enough that, again, as this game gets into the 3rd and 4th quarter, how much that fatigue can go on some of the stars that go both ways on both sides of the ball. We've now got trips right. Giles in shotgun. McCollum on his left hip. Giles fires. This one gets away, and it's intercepted. It looks like he may have lost his balance and then finally going out of bounds. That is the captain, Kamani Reed, with the interception. So after a great drive for IMG, going about 70 yards down the field, A little slip of the foot by Baker Giles. You could just kind of see the ball got away from him, sails high, and is intercepted. The only, I guess, plus that you could probably take from that is the fact that it did not go into the end zone for a touchback, and the Ascenders have a lot of green behind them. This will be the first time we see the IMG defense and the Bayshore offense. Jadis Wiley, number 12, the quarterback for the Bruins. Jashawn Judge is the running back on his left hip, and they will start by giving it to the big man, who lowers his shoulders and gets tripped up.
That is Judge on the carry. He's brought down by Brandon Wallace. Ball at the 19-yard line. A pickup of 7. It's second and 3.
And the clock is going to stop. Believe this will be a hydration break. IMG Academy supports Gatorade's mission to get more athletes into sports. When we all play, we all win. Gatorade is committed to giving millions their chance to get in the game. Together, we can fuel tomorrow. Appropriate sponsor for the hydration break. We will take it with them. We are scoreless. 7.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. You're watching IMG Academy football. Second and 2 after the 8-yard run by Judge, who will line up on the right hip of Wiley. Now a flag will come out. It'll be a false start, so of the 8 yards, they just grabbed on their first play from scrimmage. They'll lose 5. We'll bring up a 2nd and 7.
The ball back to the 14-yard line. Still second down.
Wiley takes the snap, play action, fires looking left side. It is caught. And then chased down by Elvis Harrison. Coleman, the receiver. You can see Wiley with a very live, accurate arm, and the intended receiver, and nobody around him. Robert Coleman able to just pick up some yardage for about 30 on the play. Now the quick throw out into the flat. Amari Thomas, listed as wide receiver and a defensive back, will bring the ball up into Ascender territory.
Complete to Thomas, brought down by Harrison. Velikovsky.
Good for about 7 yards on the play.
And Marquise Pendergrass all across midfield to the 49-yard line. A pick of 6, second and 3.
Back quickly to the line of scrimmage. Second down, 3 yards to go. Now the snap, play action to Judge. Looking deep down the field for the home run ball, and it is caught in stride. Touchdown, Camden Stansel.
Wiley's pass is complete to Stansel for a touchdown. It's a 49-yard touchdown pass play.
There you see Wiley just stepping back, throwing, and Stansel had Harrison beat. And then just into the end zone. 49 yards for the first score of the game.
Hughes to attempt the extra point. Stansel will hold.
Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up. And the kick is good. 6:16 remaining in quarter number 1, and the Ascenders trail 7-0. You're watching IMG Academy football. Welcome back. The Ascender offense will get a second chance at it. This one will sail back. Believe it's Montgomery who will get stood up at the 32, call it the 33-yard line, so a nice return for the Ascenders.
Wilcox brings him down. He's across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
We'll see what Coach Chris Dennis has up his sleeve, along also doing the offensive coordinator duties. So Baker Giles will come back out with Marshall McCollum. We have not seen Saleh Justice. He was on the sidelines last week and does have some pads on today, though, so hopefully we'll get an opportunity to see him. Now the snap. The hand to McCollum. Finds a hole running right side. He'll get across the 35 down to the 37-yard line. And now a Bruins player will go down. Therabody is proud to be an official recovery partner of IMG Academy. Therabody offers an ecosystem of percussive therapy and pneumatic compression products and solutions that help our student athletes perform better, recover faster, and manage pain. Again, if IMG were to get in the win column tonight, it would be the first time they were over 500 on the season. Again, trading losses and wins the first 4 weeks to get to their 2-2 record. Bayshore would like to continue their successful ways after a couple of lean years before Ace Sanders arrived. And the football team going 1-9 the last season, losing most of their games by a shutout. So the fact that they're already 3-1 on the young year, a real testament to what Ace Sanders was able to do and as far as changing the program around. Again, they had not had a winning season in quite some time. "2018 was the last time they finished a season, even just at 500, finishing 5-5. Now 2nd and 7. McCollum in motion. Little shoulder fake by Giles. He tries to cut up field, takes a slip, and the turf sniper gets him. Bring up 3rd and 5. IMG would love to keep this drive alive and have an opportunity to answer that first score from Bayshore. Now the snap, Giles fires. Able to reel it in is Montgomery. And he will keep the chains moving, and they'll get it close to midfield. We'll see where they spot the football. It is going to be right on the 50. Giles takes the snap, the hand to McCollum. Looks like he almost got away from Giles. McCollum will fight for 5 yards and continue to shorten the field for the IMG offense.
Second and 6 after a gain of 4.
Two receivers to each side for Giles. Now the snap, the hand to McCollum again, who finds the hole on the left side. He'll get the first down. And fight for the 33-yard line to help move the chains. And McCollum just able to see where the hole was, shift his weight, and get those much-needed yards for the IMG offense. And who's going for the no huddle. Man in motion. McCollum runs into the man in motion, still on his feet. And there was a fumble. Bayshore saying they have it, and the official signaling that he does. So 2 offensive drives ended by 2 turnovers in Bruin territory. You saw there going into the man in motion, and again bounced into Jake Loomis again and knocked the football loose. So the Ascender defense going to need an answer. Wiley takes the snap, play action, looks across the middle end. Falling backwards, Badir Homo was in the neighborhood. Coleman was the intended target. And actually kind of lucky he fell the way he did, because if, while losing his balance, would have hit any part of his hands, it could have been an opportunity for a pick 6 for the Ascenders. Second and 10. Now the quick release, this one out to the far sideline, and a first down for Bayshore and the Bruins, and Amari Thomas, another big play. A beautifully designed screen, and
First and 10.
Marquise Pendergrass able to finish off the tackle as Bayshore tries to get back into IMG territory, looking to double their lead. They're up 7-0. Now the snap, they will try to run in between the tackles with Deshaun Judge, and will only get about a yard on the play. Again, that is a very stout defensive line for the Ascenders.
At the 48-yard line, second and 9.
And you talk about some of the NFL products that IMG Academy has put into the NFL. Offensive and defensive line are very prominent. This one thrown out to the near side. Camden Stansel, he scored the first touchdown for Bayshore. He'll get the first down and bring it down to the IMG Academy 34-yard line.
Brandon Wallace and also Elvis Harrison at the 34-yard line. Pick up a 14. First and 10 for Bayshore.
I believe a sideline warning was just issued.
This is a sideline warning.
Judge on the right hip of Wiley, takes the shotgun snap, and then quickly fires to the sideline. Stansel, another first down, and Brandon Wallace able to get him shoved out of bounds.
Wallace with the tackle. Ball at the 23-yard line. A pickup of 11. It's first and 10.
Now the snap. Judge up the middle, finds a hole. Wallace able to get him wrapped up.
That's Judge on the carry.
And good for another first down. It'll be
Brought down by Velikovsky and Homa.
first and 10 from just outside
First and 10 for Bayshore.
the first and goal mark. Now the snap. Wiley's going to keep it himself on the little play action and into the end zone untouched. 13-0 with the extra point pending, and Jadis Wiley. All eyes were on Deshaun Judge. And Wiley brings it in from 11 yards out. Now the point after, snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-0 now, Bayshore leads the Ascenders. You're watching IMG Academy football. Welcome back, and now the kickoff. This one, Montgomery will field at about the 24, and still on his feet, he'll get up to the 30.
Montgomery on the return for IMG. He gets hammered around the 30 by Marquise Spry.
And again, as far as data on max preps go, only going back to the 2004-2005 season for Bayshore, they have yet to have a winning season in the last 20-plus seasons. Just 2 5-5 campaigns. Again, since 2004. Last year, the Bruins took on the Junior National Program, then known as Varsity White, and IMG was able to win 49-0. And a huge hit, Kawahara. He is leveled off balance and brought down for a loss after the completion. Now Giles, rolling left, has to bail out and roll to his right. Now looking downfield, looking for Andrews, and a flag comes in about the 33-yard line. There you see the beautiful skies here on the Florida Sun Coast. Again, as we are getting close to sunset here in Bradenton, Florida, and the end of the first quarter, the brand new video board. You can see the breeze kind of blowing into the face of the Ascenders from north to south. But just absolutely perfect views here this time of year on the Sun Coast of Florida. 3rd and 12. Now the snap. Giles drops, fires deep downfield, and it is intercepted after a few touches. And then finally shoved out of bounds. It was Marquise Spry that came down with it. And that one, an unlucky turnover. As that one goes just through the hands of Kawahara and off the captain Xavier Austin's hands before being reeled in by Spry. This one gets out to Landon Horns, the running back. And we might have time for one more play. We'll see if they let the clock wind down, and it looks like they will. Retreat to the sideline. So at the end of one quarter, the Ascenders trail. It's 14-0. Bayshore with the lead. We'll swap directions and do it again for 12 more minutes until the half. You're watching IMG Academy Football. Welcome back. Beginning of the second quarter. Ryan Sudol with you. The Ascenders trailing 14-0 to the visiting Bayshore Bruins. They could have walked here. Bayshore High School less than a mile to our east. And after their third turnover of the game, they are looking to capitalize and potentially go up 3 scores. Jadis Wiley takes the snap, play action, firing across the middle, and this one bobbled. Josiah Wilcox. And broken up by the Ascenders for what was almost surely going to be a touchdown. It was a nice route. Velikovsky there in coverage. 3rd down and 12 to go. The Ascenders would love to get a stop. They run a similar route. This time Wilcox able to reel it in. He falls forward and brings up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, ball spotted at the 5-yard line. Wiley with the snap. Rolls, fires this one. Just away from Wilcox and dangerously close to Brandon Wallace. And will be an incompletion. Now Wiley takes the snap. They're going to hand this one off, running straight up the gut. Fighting to try to get into the end zone is the running back Landon Horns.
Brought down by Cooley and Holman. Also Hargan left on 3-yard line. Cooley goal.
Third and goal. Rolling left, Wiley into the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown.
Pass in the end zone complete.
Stansel with another touchdown, and the Bruins are running away with it. For the players that remember last year's result, again a 49-0 thrashing by the hands of the junior national, at that time varsity white team. Bayshore quickly getting the revenge they sought. And the point after is good. 10:49 remaining in the second quarter. And the Ascenders now trail 3 scores. It's 21-0. You're watching IMG Academy football. Welcome back. 21-0 again. 3 turnovers have led to 3 scores against the Ascenders. Montgomery able to field this kickoff and get it up to the 40, shortens the field a little bit for the offense. We take a look at that last touchdown. Wiley, again, the quick little play action, rolls left, and Stansel just reaching out and keeping that away from Elvis Harrison. And now Justice, sophomore running back, makes his return to the field.
That's Justice on the carry. Brought down by Colson and Man Jones.
They will credit him no gain on the play to bring up 2nd and 10.
At the original line of scrimmage, it's 2nd and 10.
Now Giles steps up, hesitates, takes a nasty hit to the head. He'll fall up for
He gets hit at the
3 yards on the play. Took a little bit of a lick again, squared his shoulders like he wanted to throw, and then nice little pop from Kerry Alexis. Third down, 7 yards to go. Senders would love to have some points on the board at the end of this drive. And the hard count pulls Jace Brave into the neutral zone and gets the encroachment. So 3rd and 2. Justice on the left side. Giles takes the snap and then almost, it's going to go down as an interception. It looks like Justice maybe missed the call. And Dustin Charles with a look what I found play, and now the 4th turnover for the Ascender offense. And here you see it was just a quick little pitch, and then actually looking like it may have just fallen out of the hands of Giles. And Dustin Charles. Giles very lucky to stop it with the tackle. Just absolutely nothing going the way of the Ascenders tonight. Now the snap. Wiley looking for the deep ball. Has the receiver brought, and it is into the end zone. Touchdown. And the Bruins are pouring it on, 39 yards. And what a catch by Jaden Gibson.
That is a 33-yard touchdown pass.
Now the Ascenders are going to have to again get something on the board if they want to avoid the threat of the running clock in the second half. Now for the point after, snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:51 remaining in the first half, and the Ascenders trail by 4 scores. It's 28-0. You are watching IMG Academy football. Under Armour is proud to outfit IMG Academy football in the world's most innovative uniforms and training gear. Visit UA.com today to see Under Armour's full range of performance apparel. And you can get some of that IMG branded Under Armour apparel. Go to www.shopimg.com, your official IMG Academy online retailer. You can also check in with all things IMG football. Join the conversation, Facebook, Instagram, X, and now TikTok as well. You can see upcoming broadcast links again for tomorrow night, the Manatee game, which will no doubt be courtesy of the Hurricanes broadcast team, and then also the national team game in Mandarin. This one going to take a bounce. Devin Andrews going to have to fall on it, and it may be an unintentional onside kick. And it was recovered. Again, it was not an onside kick. There was just nobody for the Ascenders to field it. And now the Bruins just 7 yards away from putting this one completely out of reach. Now the snap, running right side. Landon Horns. Second and goal. Wiley into the end zone for the 5th touchdown of the game, all coming off of turnovers. And then the unintentional onside kick. Here you see Wiley just getting through Velikovsky, and Jadis Wiley having himself quite the night. 2 rushing touchdowns, 3 through the air, including a 49-yarder to Stancil to start the game, 39-yarder to Gibson, and then a 3-yarder to Stancil too. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:09 remaining in the half, and it is 35-0 Bayshore over IMG Academy and the State Ascenders. You're watching IMG Academy football. This one sent deep. Gets away from Kawahara. He's able to pick it up at the 15. And brought down at the 23-yard line.
On the return for IMG, there is a flag at the end of this.
And a flag coming down at the end of the play. 8:03 left in the half. And again, almost getting away from Kawahara. That's, again, how they gave up that short field on the last kickoff. And a personal foul against the Bruins will give the Ascenders 15 free yards. And we have seen the Ascender offense be able to put up some major points, but being shut out currently. Now Justice brings it across the 40. He'll give him the 41-yard line. It'll bring up a 2nd and 7.
Moses on the carry for IMG. Brought down by Brady. A pick up to the 41-yard line. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll send Montgomery in motion. The snap will get away from Giles. He just has to fall on it.
Baker Giles falls on the snap back at the 27-yard line.
You can see the frustration
Actually spotted at the
on the quarterback is, again, the center exchange just not there. It'll bring up a 3rd and 19. And the Ascenders just going in the wrong direction. Nothing really going their way tonight. Next week they will welcome the Out of Door Academy here. Currently also 3-1. Giles with the big fake. Tries to square up and will pick up some yards, but not enough to get close to the line to gain, and a punting situation.
He's brought down by Reed, Olsen, and White. Will bring up a 4th down for IMG from the 34-yard line. Hansen will punt it for IMG. Coleman is deep for Bayshore.
Ford Hansen gets the punt off. Fielded back at the 30. And tripped up. Great special teams coverage by Elvis Harrison.
8-yard line. There are a couple of flags on this play.
And Robert Coleman was unable to use that breakaway speed to get upfield, and just the shoestring tackle from Elvis Harrison to keep the big gain away.
This is a block in the back penalty against
And a block in the back against Bayshore.
Move the ball back to the 20-yard line.
So 1st and 10.
For Bayshore.
Bayshore has not been stopped on any of their offensive possessions. And again, if they were to add one here, it would almost make it impossible for the Ascenders to prevent the running clock in the second half. Wiley finds a hole running left. He's across the 30, cuts upfield at the 40, now to the 50. He's in Ascender territory. Down to the 30, one to beat to the 20. Cuts back and then finally shoved out of bounds at the 7.
He gets all the way down to the IMG 10-yard line.
They're going to mark him down at the 10.
Jack Schwartz
70 yards on the run. And there is a flag back at the 49-yard line of IMG Academy.
I believe this is a holding penalty.
And it is going to be a hold, so about 40 of those yards going to be chopped off. And you see those great moves, and again, with the protections that are put on the quarterback, I've seen sometimes the collegiate level where a player almost starts to look like they want to give themselves up but continues to take it forward, and it just completely shakes the defenders out of their rhythm and any ability to potentially tackle. So this will be 1st and 10, what should have been 1st and goal. Now 1st and 10 back at their own 41-yard line. And this will be a hydration break. Located next to campus, the Legacy Hotel at IMG Academy is a contemporary boutique hotel with countless amenities and the Icon Eatery and Bar available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy ultimate convenience and proximity to campus, as well as local area attractions and top-rated beaches. Visit imglegacyhotel.com to reserve your stay. So we come out of the hydration break, and the Ascenders need some sort of answer on defense. There have just been too many playmakers for Bayshore. First and 10 at their own 41, and now the quick little jet sweep. Robert Coleman trying to get into Ascender territory. He'll get close to midfield, maybe over to the Ascender 49-yard line.
It is a pickup of 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Second down, 1 yard to go. Two receivers to each side for the quarterback, Jadis Wiley. Play action, fires across the middle, has Coleman, who is still on his feet, up to the 25, running back east-west to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. 50 yards.
That is a 50-yard pass play.
And Coleman just adding to the passing yards for quarterback Jadis Wiley. There you see just that little seam route, and breaks essentially 3 tackles. And then cuts back and just no answer. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up. And the kick is good. 4:28 remaining in the half. And Bayshore takes a 42-0 lead. You're watching IMG Academy football.
Deep for IMG.
IMG, no answer for the Bruins thus far. This one booted. Kawahara is going to pick it up at the 20. Still on his feet, bounces off a couple of tackles. He's going to get up to the 25 or 26. 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the half. IMG ball at their own 26-yard line. Baker Giles will lead the offense back onto the field. McCollum will accompany him on his right hip. Receivers bunched in tight to both sides. And the snap is high over Giles' head. And he just have to fall on it down to the 1. And the wheels have officially come off. Second and 34, and now the Ascenders in danger of a safety. Now the snap is low. Has to cut up field, and it's going to be a safety. Giles taken down in the end zone. So the Bruins will get 2 points and the ball. So now 44-0. Again, another tough test for Junior National tomorrow night. Again, after 2 good wins for both programs, actually all 3 programs last week, capped on Saturday by the 79-6 win out in California over one of the top teams in the state of Nevada in Coronado. And the first time the IMG national team had played in California since 2018, lost to a guy you may have heard of, Bryce Young and Mater Dei. Yeah, and this will be teed up at the 20-yard line. And Ford Hansen will try to get a leg into this one, and the Ascenders will try to keep the Bruins from putting up 50 points in one half. And a great kick by Hansen, and it is fielded right at the 1, and they are going to call a touchback. Looks like it may have been carried towards the end zone, but they are going to give Ford Hansen the credit for the touchback. An absolutely phenomenal boot. And the play was blown dead, but it looked like, and it may have taken a little bit of liberty calling the touchback. Wiley handing off Judge left side. Judge will get up to about the 27. So 2nd and 4, Wiley will stay in. We would anticipate maybe seeing a backup for the second half with the extensive lead as Judge fires forward across the 35 down to the 36 and keeps the chains moving. And IMG Academy is the world's most prestigious sports performance and educational institution. With our world-renowned boarding school and noted sports camps, IMG Academy continues to set the standard for total academic, athletic, and personal development in youth student athletes. As Judge now breaks into Ascender territory, trying to find another gear, and brought down from behind, it is Colton Sack with the touchdown-saving tackle. Again, early on in the first quarter, we saw IMG moving the ball with, again, some efficiency down the field, but turnover bug just absolutely hampering any kind of offensive momentum that the Ascenders were building. As Landon Hornis gets up to the 15, moves the chains again. Now the snap and then the stop in the backfield. Horn is taken down. Cooley with the tackle. And now under 2 minutes remaining in the half. And if the score line holds, again, the Ascenders would have to score at least 10 in the next minute 40 seconds to prevent the running clock. And they will take a timeout with 1:37 to go in the half, trailing 44-0. You're watching IMG Academy football. Second down, 8 yards to go. Bayshore looking to put up 50 in the first half. Play action, looking into the end zone, and there it is. Amari Thomas with the touchdown, and it is 50-0. And now the 5th touchdown pass from Jadis Wiley. He has 2 on the ground.
Hughes is on for the extra point attempt for Bayshore.
Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. 1:31 remaining in the half. And a much-needed break coming for the Ascenders. They trail 51-0. You're watching IMG Academy football. Montgomery will field this at the 31. And stays in bounds. A minute 22 to go in the half.
Across the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Ascenders.
Again, the 20-minute halftime break. Maybe just mentally what the Ascenders need. Again, as turnovers have absolutely hampered them in every facet of the game. Giles takes the snap. McCollum up to the 29-yard line. Maybe time for just a couple more plays. And the Ascenders will have to kick off to begin the second half. They'll hand to McCollum. He'll find a little bit of a seam on the right side, and forward progress is stopped. He's going to get close to the line to gain.
Alexandre and Friedman in on the stop for Bayshore. It is 3rd and 3.
Fires to the sideline. Gall brought down. It will stop the clock. With about 10 seconds to go, so one more play. 1st and 10.
Gall ball at the 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for IMG.
Ball spotted the Ascender 39, and again, Baker Giles will have to throw it for all he's worth. And they're actually going to just run the clock out as the initial contact on Gall, again, was with his progress going forward and inbound. So, after 12 minutes of play, it's Bayshore 51, IMG Academy 0. We will step aside for halftime and hopefully have a better result for you on the other side. You're watching IMG Academy football. Welcome back to IMG Academy Stadium. The Ascenders will kick off to begin the second half. We will have a running clock as this one will bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
Henson's kick will be a touchback.
And the Ascenders trailing 51-0 to the Bruins of Bayshore. Again, we had to go back 20 years as they are a program that has, again, over the past 2 decades, had 2 500 seasons. Again, 2 5-5 seasons since 2004. That's as far back as the Max Preps databases would go. So Ace Sanders, the new coach, and probably a little bit of revenge on the mind after last year's 49-0 beat at the hands of the Junior National program. And again, the Ascenders have done themselves no favors tonight, at least by the way of the turnover. And a false start. The right tackle, Noah Young. Little miscount on the snap. Running right side, Landon Hornis. He'll get a nice chunk back, maybe about 12 on the play.
Ball at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 10 at 2nd and 5.
This one thrown out into the flat. It's incomplete. In and out of the hands of Jaden Gibson. The new quarterback is the wide receiver, Camden Stansel. Now Hornis needs to get to the 30. He's not going to get there, and I believe this is the first 4th down that the Ascenders defense has forced, and it looks like they may bring on the punting unit at 4th and 3. And again, the damage already done by Bayshore with that 51-point lead. Ezel Hughes, the specialist for the Bayshore Bruins. This will take a bounce past Kawahara and roll down to the 24-yard line.
Goes down to the IMG 24-yard line. The Ascenders will have it there. 1st and 10, IMG.
So 1st and 10 for the Ascender offense. And don't forget, check out all the social media posts. Follow along at IMG Academy and at IMGA Football. That's where you'll find some of the broadcast links for tomorrow night's games, whether it be Junior National up the road in Manatee or National in Jacksonville taking on Mandarin. Again, coming off their 79-6 or 79-6 victory last week in California.
Progress gets him to the 27-yard line where he is hit by a wide variety of defenders. be 2nd and 7.
So 2nd and 7 again with the running clock. It will only stop for injuries, coaches' timeout, and officials' timeouts.
There's a flag on this play.
Again, you can see anytime there is a penalty, there was a targeting call, so that'll be 15 yards.
This is a personal foul penalty against Bayshore. This will move the ball out to the 40.
So again, any penalty will actually take out about an extra 30 seconds for either team to move the football. 1st and 10 now, ball at the Ascender 44. Giles with the handoff. This one going up the middle to Colin Porter. And he is into Bruin territory. The Ascenders, again, with the way the clock is moving, will not have an opportunity really to get back in this game, but they would love to at least get some points on the board and not be shut out here at home. Now Giles, little shoulder fake, he'll keep it himself, gets some blocks downfield, and he'll just have to run out of bounds, and it's going to be close to the line to gain.
Ball back at the 49-yard line. It is 3rd and 3.
So 3rd and 3, the Ascenders 49 yards away from putting up their first points on the board. Colin Porter, he'll get the first down, running behind his blockers and down to the 40-yard line.
The 40-yard line of Bayshore.
The chains will move.
Noah Young with the tackle for the Bruins. This will be a 1st and 10 for IMG.
IMG would like to thank the following proud sponsors: Airweave, Dunlop, Forever Lawn, Gatorade, the Gatorade Sports Science Institute, Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital, Quick Goal, Merrill Lynch, Michael Saunders and Company, Musco, Select Soccer, Therabody, Under Armour, and Uniball. Thank you for your continued support of all IMG Academy athletic programs. We will step aside on this officials timeout in the 3rd quarter. Ascenders trail 51-0, but they are moving the football. You're watching Ascender football. First and 10 for the Ascenders from the Bayshore 40-yard line. Giles drops, looking for the deep ball, sails this one up, and it is in and out of the hands of Julius Gall in stride.
Giles pass incomplete downfield intended for Julius Gall.
And an absolute dime of a throw by Baker Giles, and just couldn't catch up to it again. We've talked about it quite a bit. Just no breaks for the Ascenders tonight. And just, and looked like the defender may have gotten the elbow of Gall right at the last second. That pass about 40 yards in the air, and now Giles looking for the deep ball again, going in, and jumping up for it was Devin Andrews, and now taking all the shots to the end zone.
Brings up a 3rd and 10.
Third down, 10 yards to go. Just a little breeze here in Bradenton. Snap gets away from Giles. He's able to stay alive and now rolling to his right. Fires downfield and it is caught but not going to be enough for the first down. Making the grab.
Young tackled immediately at the 33-yard line. This will bring up a 4th and long 3.
Was number 49, Hudson Young. Again, Giles having no business keeping this play alive, and then a last-second block by Colin Williams helping keep Baker Giles alive in the pocket. Bring up a 4th and 4. The offense is going to stay on the field. And it'll be a delay of game. Actually, a false start against the Ascenders, so that'll bring up a 4th and 9.
Moves the ball back to the 38-yard line. Still 4th down.
And 2 minutes to go. Now the clock continues to wind. The play clock has hit 0, but they'll send a man in motion. It is Kawahara. Giles sending the deep one, looking for Andrews, and off his hands, Devin Andrews. Would have for sure been a touchdown, both him and Julius Gall. With drops, and again, some nights in sports, these just happen where, again, just something seems off. You don't want to bring up the Y word in the yips, but something has not clicked for the Ascenders tonight, as we'll probably have our last play of the third quarter right here with the Bayshore Bruins back under center. Now the snap. Stancil, the handoff, running up the middle. He is Landon Horns. And that will be the final play of the third quarter. We will swap directions and do it for 12 more minutes. You are watching IMG Academy football. Welcome back. Fourth quarter coming for the IMG Academy Ascenders and the Bayshore Bruins currently leading 51-0. Camden Stansel now getting his reps in at the quarterback position. He did have a 49-yard touchdown reception that got the game going at 7-0, and then he also put the game up at 21-0 with another 3-yard catch to begin the second quarter. Now Stansel handing off. This is Josiah Wilcox running left side.
Wilcox on the carry gets down to the 29-yard line of IMG. Odysseus Brown in on the tackle for the Senders. 1st and 10 Bayshore.
Stansel takes the snap, handing up the middle. Again, Bayshore looking like they have done some personnel changing. And after Jadis Wiley with a very impressive first half, 5 touchdown passes and 2 rushes. Stansel hands to Wilcox and met quickly in the backfield by Braylon Cooley.
Cooley, Graham, and Vaughn Thompson in on the tackle for IMG. It is 3rd and 6 from the 25-yard line.
And whistles come as quickly into the backfield was Luis Gutierrez and Garrett Graham.
Move the ball back to the 30. It's still 3rd down.
And Garrett Graham just outstretching that paw and shutting down the run
Cornish on the carry, brought down by
as Kingston Tailforth finishes the job.
9-yard line, 4th and 11.
Now 4th and 11, they'll keep the offense out there. Stansel in shotgun and another flag. This will be another false start, so 4th and
Penalty against Bayshore.
16 for the Bruins, and unfortunately this is one of those positions where they're too far for a field goal, almost too close to punt, unless of course it's going to be Stansel just with a little bit of a pooch punt. And the snap is high, it goes over Stansel's head. He's going to run to the right, and he will be brought down, and a huge stop for the Ascenders.
On the bad snap.
And a turnover on downs, and they'll have about 8 minutes to try to take that 0 off the scoreboard. Giles and Justice lead the battery into the backfield. Trips out to the right, one receiver out wide to the left for the quarterback, Baker Giles. Fires across the middle, has Kawahara caught in stride and brings it down to the 38-yard line. And they will spot him at the 39. Giles looking deep. Pumps and now scrambles out of the pocket. Makes a couple miss and then runs into his own man, and he is brought down. Nick Valentine. Second down, 18 yards to go. And at the end of the night, this is one of those games you'll just take a look at the film and just see where all the mental disconnections happened and put this game in the past and get ready for ODA next week. Giles, nice throw and catches Kawahara again, who gets inside the 25. So 1st and 10, just about 5 minutes remaining for the Ascenders to take the 0 off the board, and we will have our officials timeout, and they will finally stop the clock at 5:06. 51-0 still the score. IMG on the move and close to getting their first points of the game. You're watching IMG Academy football. And play resumes, 5 minutes to go. Giles takes the low snap, looking across the middle, firing up into the end zone and reaching up and bringing it down. Touchdown. Caden Montgomery from 24 yards out, and again for all the drops that the Ascenders have had to deal with tonight. Montgomery goes up and rips that one out of the air.
Hanson will attempt the extra point attempt. Anderson will hold.
Now for the point after. Snap is back, it bounces, the kick is up. And it sneaks through with 4 minutes and counting to go. The Ascenders get 7 back, but still trail by 44. You're watching IMG Academy football. Welcome back, and the Ascenders, after getting their first points on the board with just about 5 minutes ago, it was a great pass from Baker Giles to Caden Montgomery. And they will just send it deep. This one will, again, be fielded out at the 2 and tracked back into the end zone. And now sprinting down the field, Jaden Gibson, just one to beat, and he is tripped up. There are no flags, and this is going to be a 100-yard return. And for all the joy that the Ascenders had from taking the 0 off the board, again, technically it should have been ruled a touchback, but I don't think that Bayshore is going to care, as, again, Jaden Gibson just sprinting upfield. Hanson could not adjust as he was the last man there. Again, a year ago against Junior National, it was 49-0. The Ascenders would take the victory. And tonight the tables have turned for the Bruins. And a rivalry probably in the making, just across 34th Street here in Bradenton. Again, there are often times for IMG basketball events that they'll have to park at Bayshore High School, as the point after is blocked. So 57-7 is the lead. We will keep it here for the final 20 seconds, and the teams will probably just line up. And I think the Ascenders will be glad to put this one in their rearview mirror again. It started strong, marching down the field, and then just turnover after turnover continued to bite the Ascenders, as Bayshore just would not stop on offense, and the Ascenders had no answer on defense. So that is going to do it here for us, as the Bayshore Bruins move to 4-1 on the season. The Ascenders and the IMG Academy State program fall to 2-3. Look to get back to 500 next week against Out of Door Academy. Don't forget, tomorrow night, the junior national team takes on Manatee High School right up the road. The mighty Hurricanes, again, a thorn in the junior national program for the last few years, but always a fun rivalry here in Manatee County. And again, stay tuned to social media to see where you can tune into the IMG national game as they take on Mandarin, one of the better teams in the Sunshine State. They are out of Jacksonville, and the National Ascenders currently ranked in the top 5 in the nation. Again, looking to impress some of those more national outlets. For everybody here at IMG Academy, my name is Ryan Sudol. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We know it was a tough outcome if you're an Ascender fan. You guys have a great night, and have a good night from the Sun Coast.